When we talk about health after the age of 50, many people focus on cardio, walking, or stretching, but one of the most powerful and often overlooked tools for maintaining independence, preventing injuries, and improving overall quality of life is strength training. And here's the good news: you don't need a fancy gym membership, heavy machines, or complicated routines to start building strength. You can do it right in the comfort of your own home, using simple equipment or even just your own body weight. Strength training after 50 is not about bulking up or lifting as much weight as possible. It's about protecting your joints, keeping your bones strong, improving your balance, and making sure you can do the everyday things you love without pain or fear of falling. Imagine being able to pick up your groceries without strain, climb a set of stairs without feeling winded, or play with your grandchildren without worrying about injuring yourself. This is the kind of real-life strength that changes everything. I once worked with a woman named Linda, who at 62 came to me feeling weak and worried about her future mobility. She said her knees hurt when she stood up, her arms tired quickly, and she had started avoiding social outings because she feared falling. We began with just 10 minutes a day of basic strength movements at home, things like sit-to stands from a chair, gentle wall push-ups, and lifting light hand weights. Within 3 months, she was climbing stairs with confidence, her posture improved, and she told me she felt younger than she had in years. That transformation didn't come from a complicated program. It came from simple, consistent, and safe exercises tailored to her needs. The key is to understand that as we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass and bone density. This process, called sarcopenia, can start as early as our 30s and accelerates after 50. Without intervention, it leads to weakness, instability, and a higher risk of falls and fractures. But the exciting part is that strength training is one of the most effective ways to slow down and even reverse this process. When you challenge your muscles, even gently, you send a powerful signal to your body to grow stronger. Your bones respond too, becoming denser and more resilient. And you don't need hours each day. 2 to 3 short sessions a week can make a huge difference. So how do you get started at home? First, you need to think about safety. If you have any existing conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or joint pain, it's a good idea to check with your doctor before beginning. Once you're cleared, choose a space in your home where you can move freely. You might use a yoga mat for comfort, a sturdy chair for balance support, and if you have them, a pair of light dumbbells or resistance bands. If not, household items like water bottles or cans of soup work just fine. Warm up gently for 5 minutes, march in place, roll your shoulders, or do arm circles to get your blood flowing. Then, focus on movements that target your major muscle groups. For your lower body, squats or sit-to stands help strengthen your thighs and glutes, which are essential for walking and stability. For your upper body, wall push-ups build arm and chest strength without straining your joints. Resistance band rows help strengthen your back, improving posture and reducing aches. Core exercises, like seated knee lifts or gentle standing twists, support your spine and help with balance. One of my favorite beginner routines is what I call the daily strength circuit, 5 exercises, each done for 10 to 12 repetitions, repeated twice. Start with sit-to stands from a chair, then wall push-ups, then resistance band rows, then standing heel raises, and finish with seated knee lifts. The whole thing takes less than 15 minutes, but if you do it regularly, you'll notice your muscles getting firmer, your balance improving, and your energy rising. The beauty of training at home is that you can fit it into your life without travel time or waiting for equipment. You can do a set while your coffee brews in the morning, during TV commercials, or while dinner is in the oven. And remember, progress doesn't mean jumping to heavier weights quickly. It means doing movements with better form, feeling more control, and being able to do just a little more than last time. That's how you build strength that truly lasts. As you begin to feel more comfortable with your routine, you can start making small adjustments to keep your muscles challenged. This could be as simple as adding 1 or 2 extra repetitions, holding a movement for a second longer, or switching from a lighter to a slightly heavier weight. The goal is not to push yourself to exhaustion, but to give your muscles a reason to adapt and grow stronger over time. Think of it like planting a garden. You don't flood the soil with water all at once. You nurture it consistently and patiently. And over time you see it flourish. The same principle applies to your body. Let's talk about form. Because doing an exercise correctly is far more important than doing it quickly or with heavy weights. Good form keeps you safe and ensures the right muscles are being used. For example, when doing a squat or sit-to stand, keep your feet flat, your knees tracking over your toes, and your chest lifted. Lower yourself slowly, then stand up with control, engaging your core and glutes. When doing wall push-ups, keep your body in a straight line from head to heels, bend your elbows gently, and avoid letting your shoulders creep up toward your ears. These little details make a big difference in both effectiveness and safety, another key element. For strength training after 50 is listening to your body. There is a difference between the natural muscle fatigue you feel after working out and the sharp or sudden pain that signals something isn't right. If something feels off, stop and reassess. It's perfectly fine to modify exercises. Use a chair for balance during standing moves. Shorten your range of motion. Or choose a lighter resistance. You'll still get benefits without risking injury. Rest and recovery are also part of the process. Your muscles need time to repair and grow after each session, so give yourself at least a day between strength workouts for the same muscle groups. This doesn't mean you have to be inactive. Gentle walking, stretching, or yoga on your off days can keep your body moving and help with recovery. Many people worry that starting strength training later in life won't make much difference. But research consistently shows that even people in their 70s and 80s can gain muscle, improve bone density, and increase functional strength. I once had a client named George, who started training with me at 73 after a minor fall left him shaken. He began with resistance bands and light dumbbells, working just twice a week. Within 6 months, his balance was noticeably better. And he had the confidence to return to hiking with his friends, a passion he thought he'd lost forever. Stories like George's remind us that it's never too late to start. One important factor to keep in mind is breathing. It may sound simple, but many people unconsciously hold their breath during strength exercises, which can increase blood pressure and make movements harder. The golden rule is to exhale on the effort when lifting, pushing, or standing up, and inhale when lowering or returning to the starting position. Keeping your breath steady not only supports your performance but also keeps oxygen flowing to your muscles. Over time, you might want to add variety to your workouts to keep them interesting and challenge your muscles. In different ways, this could mean incorporating resistance bands of varying thickness, ankle weights for leg exercises, or even using household items like a sturdy backpack filled with books for added resistance. You might also explore bodyweight exercises like modified planks, step-ups onto a low platform, or gentle lunges if your knees are comfortable. The beauty of home strength training is its flexibility. You can adapt it to your current abilities and progress at your own pace without pressure or comparison. The mental benefits are just as powerful as the physical ones. As you start to feel stronger, you'll notice a boost in confidence and mood. Strength training can help regulate blood sugar, reduce symptoms of arthritis, and even improve sleep quality, which in turn supports overall well-being. There's also something deeply empowering about realizing you have control over how your body ages. We may not be able to stop time, but we can influence how we move, how we feel, and how independent we remain. Every time you choose to do that set of exercises, even when you don't feel like it, you're making an investment in your future self. As your journey with strength training continues, it's important to remember that progress can look different for everyone. Some people notice improvements in strength quickly, while others find their changes are more gradual. What matters most is consistency. The small effort you put in today compounds over weeks and months. And eventually you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You may start to notice daily tasks feeling easier, lifting a laundry basket without strain, standing up from the floor without help, or carrying groceries in from the car without needing to stop and rest. These are not small wins. They are signs that your muscles, joints, and nervous system are working together more efficiently, making you more resilient in your everyday life. One way to stay motivated is to track your progress. This doesn't have to be complicated. You could simply jot down the exercises you do, the number of repetitions, and how you felt afterward. Over time, you'll see patterns and be able to celebrate milestones, like being able to complete more repetitions or using a heavier weight without discomfort. You might also take note of changes in posture, balance, or energy levels. These non-scale victories are often the most meaningful because they directly impact your quality of life. Nutrition also plays a crucial role in supporting your strength training efforts. Your muscles need adequate protein to repair and grow, so aim to include a good source of protein at each meal. This could be lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, or tofu. Staying hydrated is equally important, as dehydration can lead to fatigue and cramps during exercise. And don't forget about micronutrients like calcium and vitamin D, which support bone health, especially if you're postmenopausal or have a family history of osteoporosis. Combining smart nutrition with consistent exercise creates a foundation that will serve you well for years to come. One of the beautiful aspects of strength training at home is how it can fit seamlessly into your life. You can adjust your workout to your mood, energy level, and schedule. Some days you might feel ready for a longer, more challenging session. Other days, a quick 10-minute routine might be enough. The key is to keep moving and keep engaging your muscles in some way. Even short bursts of strength work contribute to maintaining your mobility and independence. You might also find that strength training becomes more than just a physical practice. It can be a form of mindfulness, focusing on your breath, your form, and the way your body feels during each movement can help quiet the mind and reduce stress. It's a moment in your day that's entirely for you. A time to reconnect with your body and appreciate what it's capable of. Over time, this mindset shift can be just as valuable as the physical benefits. I've seen people who started training at home not only regain their strength but also develop a renewed sense of purpose. For example, one client, Maria, began with the goal of reducing her knee pain so she could garden again. A year later, not only was she back in her garden, but she had also started volunteering at a local community center, leading chair exercise classes for others her age. Her story is a reminder that the strength you build doesn't just stay in the muscles, it ripples out into every part of your life. As you look ahead, know that there will be days when motivation is low or life gets in the way. That's normal. The important thing is to return to your routine as soon as you can. Every session counts, and the cumulative effect over time is what brings lasting results. If you miss a workout, don't dwell on it, just pick up where you left off. The resilience you build in your body will mirror the resilience you build in your mindset. And perhaps the most important takeaway is this: strength training after 50 is not about chasing youth, it's about investing in the best possible version of yourself today and in the years to come. It's about maintaining the ability to live on your own terms, to travel, to enjoy hobbies, to play with grandkids, to walk into a room with confidence, and to face each day knowing you have the strength to handle it. Whether you're lifting a resistance band, a pair of dumbbells, or just your own body weight, every repetition is a step toward a stronger, more vibrant life. Your home can be your gym, your sanctuary, and your place of transformation. And it all starts with that first step, that first lift, and the decision to keep going one rep, one day at a time.